What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellania. It's Tuesday night live time, throwing things. How you guys doing? Hello to the people in the chat, and I will say hellos in just a moment. Let me go over my tools real quickly, and then I will show you what I've got started on this beauty right here. I am using a pen here from Diamond Pen Pal. This is the Ajisai pen. This one has the design on the other side. This was the special pen from Diamond Pen Pal last year for Mary Morales. We'll have another one sort of like it, not this one, but another one like it for this year's grand prize winner. But if you do get an Ajisai pen from Diamond Pen Pal, it will look like this. It will have the hydrangeas on both sides. I am using in my single placer Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. Both of those can be found over on Etsy. Works like a glue dot. It's a liquid that turns solid. It goes from white to clear, and then hence the name Ghost. And it's lovely. Also a sponsor of Mary Morales. And then here I've got my, in my multi-placer, haha, I'm using Putty Crocker's Putty Gold formula for hard pressers. This is another of our sponsors. You can find Putty Gold, well, when it drops again, but you can find Putty Crocker on Facebook. Beans, sir. He's got 2 cents to put in, apparently. I don't know what he's barking at. And then I'm using a tray here from Firefly. This is Switch Mini Max. Firefly is another of our sponsors for Mary Morales again this year. This one has a removable lid with some fishes on it. A removable trash tray, which I usually take those out, and an open and close pour spout. It's real big sized. I like that about this tray. And yeah, handy stuff. It's got a hole in the top so you can put your pen and it won't roll away on you. Very handy. The diamond painting that I am working on is Morales, of course. This one, let's see if the little picture will be good enough. This one is Lullaby Touch by Margaret Morales. This one is from DIY Moon Shop. It is a 60 by 76 in squares. Beans just loves Putty Crocker. That's right, he does. And I've been working hard on this one since I kitted it up, but I wanted to show you guys. You're not going to get the full picture of it, but the bottom, here, I'll just like tip you this way for a second. The bottom is all the way done, the bottom row. And if you look at this picture, it is a really great representation of this bottom row. It looks amazing in comparison. Like, it's good. It's really good. Obviously, these are meant to be viewed in viewing distance because it is not hand charted, but so far it is coming out beautifully. So I'm very happy about that. All right, move you back down this way a little. Pushing stuff. No. There we go. That's better. There we go. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello to Shell. Hi, DM. Hello to Calf and Heather. Hello, Shannon and Laurel Brown. Hello, Vicky. Yeah, hi, Beans. Yeah, some dumping system out there he's barking at. Cookie? Cookie, Beans. Scream for a cookie. Yeah, come here. Come here. You gotta stop barking though, okay? No more barking. Give cookie to Sugar and Bowie. And if you're done barking, you can have one. More barking. Anyways, hello, Melissa. Hello, Can K Love. Ooh, wait. Candy. Hi, Candy. Diamonds and Stitches. Hello. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Josh Kosh Bagosh. Hello, Abby, and thank you for reminding people to hit the like button on their way in. Hello, Alondra. Beans is very mouthy tonight, but that's because Dustin just took him for a car ride, and his natural behavior is just let me bark at all the things when I get home. But yeah, it's got a lot of confetti, as you can see. Here, let me get you a little closer for a second. Put them on the leash. He's like, no, don't do it to me. But yeah, it's got a lot of confetti, as you can see here, because it is a computer render, not a hand render. So, I'm working through it, but it is what it is. I like it, and I think it makes it look better when it's a computer render, personally, because it looks closer to the original. So, no complaints for me. I knew what I was getting into. What we get? Go on, go on, go on. You, come here. Yes, come here, sir. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. No, not you can't go under the diamond painting. I'm sorry, sir. Hello, Tigger. How many colors? And can you call me Prisha? Yes, I can. Oh, right, it's Capricia, not Candy. What am I talking about? Prisha. You know what? I'm going to write it down because I'm always better. Even though I did write it down, I'm going to write it down again. I'll get it eventually, I promise, but I am going to change it to Prisha. There we go, Prisha. Got you. I got you, girl. This has 50 colors total. They did have 51 colors, but the 51st color is an AB 210, which they wanted to sub out for 3836. It's close, but as you can see, like 3836 is definitely more pink than this one. And I don't know, I'm not a big fan of just throwing ABs into a computer rendered kit because sometimes they just don't look right. Depends on where they land. Like there is I was looking, and one of the J's, because that's the symbol it's supposed to be, is literally at the tip of her nose. It's like, meh, we're just gonna skip the ABs and we're gonna do it as charted since I had both colors. So ooh, Tigger, you got that azul at your house. I know you've been super stoked to get that. Finally there. I want to see pictures, of course, perhaps a live unboxing, or at least like show it to me later in Discord. I need to see. I need to see it. And then it'll be a nice little addition. What size is that, by the way? So tell me, what is everybody working on? Are you diamond painting? Are you hanging out? What's your evening looking like? I am more or less just been diamond painting. I had an appointment to go to today, so I haven't really sat down for much diamond painting. I did do the square next to it here today. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get a little jump start, maybe do a little bit of diamond painting before the live. It is a little bit more difficult to work on a piece that's so confetti heavy on the live streams. Well, on like Saturday nights, it's going to be difficult because um there's just so much confetti, and trying to pay attention to where everything goes while also trying to run prizes and answer questions and read the chat and all of that sort of stuff. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm trying to think of, like, maybe what I want to do is kit up another one. I know, another Morales, to kit up another Morales and work on that during the live streams. Um, Specifically, I think a round might be a good idea because it's another one that would be a quick finish. I just don't know which one. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. Mystery once done opening stash packages. Yes. Calf is working on Lumina. Divine is working on Dark Lilith. Yes. So yeah, I mean, I am totally not opposed to working a fourth piece for Mary Morales, honestly. Um, it's just kind of narrowing it down, like what to pick, because there are so many good options. I feel like um we had what Oleander is round. Not yeah, Oleander is round, and then wasn't the one of the other no, Yumi and Royal Cuddles were square, but what else do we have in round from Morales that I haven't done? Okay, so Dragon Spirit, Oleander, Song of Artemis, Alice and Roses, Lumina is round, Spring Awakening is round, Ocean Eyes is round, Night Melody is round, Love Tessie is square. Nope. And Luntian I already did. I'm working on Next to You. Ooh, done with Satura for the day. Got you a little bit of Lorenz action happening, huh? How are you finding Satura? Is she has she been confetti heavy, or has she been fairly an easy go? I will probably end up working on Satura maybe this upcoming year. I wanted to do just like it'll just be me and Satura. I probably won't use her for whipping chats or anything on YouTube until I do like a post review. But I wanted it to be private time with Satura, not to be creepy or weird. That one is one of those unicorn kits for me, even though it's still something that could even restock, but it took me a long time to get. Had to work real hard for that one. Hi, Kylie. Song of Artemis. Yeah, I know. She's so good. But an excellent mix, and the colors are stunning. Yes, they are. Yes, Lumina is round. Yeah. And it's like, so I did Sleeps with Butterflies, right? Or Sleeping with Butterflies. I did, well, the one, okay, so the ones that I have completed, let me put, okay, Onahime and Luntian are already on there. I've done Ajisai, Chroma, Mizuchira, Down the Rabbit Hole, Sleeping with Butterflies, Onahime, and Luntian. So because I did Sleeping with Butterflies, I could do Awake with Butterflies, which is Lumina. Would make good sense. You know what I mean? It's like sort of a sister piece, kind of, sort of. What's he doing over there? Ripping stuff up? And he's ripping it. Well, he's got a strong jaw. Ripping a football is nothing to that dog. I think Artemis could have some cool specials thrown in there. I'm not sure I've seen someone enhance her. Um, I feel like I feel like that one too would be good because she has the pink lines, and I could one try and figure out exactly how I'm going to fix that problem. And then two, you don't see too many people work on Song of Art. I mean, there are people working on Song of Artemis, but I don't know about specials. I don't have a lot of round specials, is the thing. I have some. I think I have enough that I could fake it. You know what I mean? Or just do nothing, just do it as it's charted, because I'll do that sometimes too. But she does have the pink lines. So I wouldn't be mad about doing that one, just to not have one with pink lines. And I suppose if it looks really, really bad, then eventually I can buy a copy that doesn't have pink lines. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, I have a lot more square specials than I do rounds. I mean, I have some. I just don't have like sparklers and that sort of thing in rounds as many. But yeah, I got to thinking like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do during the lives? It's going to be so hard. I remember trying to work on um was it Azalea? I worked on Azalea during the 24-hour live, and with all of the confetti involved in it, it was like almost impossible trying to keep up with everything and look away. And I mean, tonight's fine because I'm not also trying to do prizes and stuff like that. I can glance up at the chat, see what you guys are saying. I don't have to try and figure anything else out. Honestly, you can't tell the pink lines are on Song of Artemis. Oh, probably because of the colors. I finished her last year and didn't bother with acrylic pens. Nice. Yeah, Mizuchira, that one was a bummer because of the like extremely white background. That's where I saw it most in that one, which I thought, okay, well, it's a square. It wasn't really going to be visible. That wasn't the case. And there's not really a good way to fix it because it's a square and everything's so close together. Trying to even get any mica powder in there is damn near impossible. So more or less, she's just like, don't get too close, or I'll have to fight somebody for getting their face all up in my Mizuchira. That sounded dirtier than intended. Don't put your face up in my Mizuchira. Gosh. But yeah, so I was thinking about it, like grabbing a round and working on a round. I don't see a lot of spring awakenings. I expected to see more night melodies too. I was kind of surprised, although I think most people are kind of feeling the same way that I'm feeling in some sorts of ways with night melody, which is like saving it for something special because it's one of those kits that's you can't get it again. You um may or may not have paid a lot of money for it. So I can understand that one, people wanting to wait. If you see it, they deserve to see it. I got to ask nicely. You want to see my Mizuchira, you got to ask nicely. There we go. But yeah, so I was just trying to decide what I wanted to do because this one, I think I'll definitely be able to finish this before end of January. That much isn't so much a problem, but definitely worrying about how exactly the live streams are going to go. That I'm a little nervous about. And so having a round backup might not be a bad idea, at least for the Saturday lives. Can't get it again. She gets saved. Yeah. There was some gapping in Angel on Halloween. I got some white eyeshadow and a paintbrush and just brushed it over the drills. I think I have white eyeshadow. It might be pearly, but I think it would work. I just don't think that there was like gapping. Maybe not not noticeably, but I don't know if the white eyeshadow will cover the pink is the only problem. That is the tricky part. Is like, will it cover the pink in Mizuchira? Sorry, I missed like one freaking drill of the last color. I hate that. Just kidding. It was 2 drills of the last color. Glad I got 2 of them out. Look at how that worked out well. I didn't think to look over here. Beans, sir. What is his grumble muppeting about? Laying there grumble muppeting. Well, I think, Dustin, what we've come to discover is that you take him for a car ride and then you get back and he thinks that means it's W time. Right, but that doesn't matter. He has in his mind what the schedule is supposed to be, which is you take him for a ride and then when you get back, I take him for a walk. Something in his body tells him it's the right time, even though, well, but otherwise we sit and listen to this barking. He knows it's ride time. No, he actually just got back from ride time. Dustin took him way early on ride time. Feel Spring Awakening has the most different color palette. Yes. It definitely has a different color palette. Yeah, go put on your outside legs, Dustin, and take him back in the car. Go keep yourself busy by keeping him busy. I wish that we had a big old backyard like his parents have where he could be outside and it wouldn't be a big deal, you know? And I know putting him like on the porch here, he would just be barking out there and you would still definitely hear it cuz his bark is like sonic. Sonic barking beans. He does his super barks. He's got that super Pyrenees bark. I saw a Reddit post where somebody had mentioned they wanted to get Pyrenees because, you know, they have a couple of kids and they want a good family dog. And then they were like, but we were wondering, do they bark as much as people say that they bark? And basically, the comment section was just people laughing at them. Like, yes, yes, they bark as much as people say that they bark, and then some. Oh yeah, you think it won't be that bad, and then it is that bad. It's beyond that bad. And I love him desperately. He's a great dog. I don't love the barking. That would be the only thing that if, you know, I could change one thing about Beans. My mother-in-law asked if we wanted to try one of those, I don't know, it's like a citronella at home plug-in thing. And I was like, that's for dogs who are anxious. I don't think it's anxiety. I think it's just him being a Pyrenees and barking. He goes for a ride, then comes home all wound up. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is very, very true. And so, you know, we deal. We deal. But it is definitely a factor. They're beautiful dogs, but they love to make sounds. This is why they're bred for outside, not inside dogs. Luckily, we don't live in an apartment building. I can't even imagine trying to own a Pyrenees in an apartment building. And I'm not going to put like a shock collar or a bark collar on my dog because like he's just doing what biologically what he's supposed to do, you know? Can't do it. I can't bring myself to put any kind of a bark collar on him or spray him in the face or punish him for doing, you know, what he was born to do. The 9:30 a.m. wake up call. Well, at 10 a.m. to 10:30 every single day. Today it was 9:30 though. They really got that pattern recognition. They do. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. He knows every day. He wakes me up 10:30 every day. He knows he's going to get his ears cleaned in the morning and then he's going to go for a walk every single day. He'll go for a car ride with Dustin. He gets back and he knows that if he bitches long enough that I will take him out around the neighborhood. They're incredibly smart dogs. It's almost too smart. They are almost too smart for their own good. It's crazy. But I wouldn't change it. Because when he's not barking, he really is a fantastic dog. My daughter called what I miss. Nothing too much, just me talking about beans being a pain in the butt. Didn't miss too much. I was talking about um possibly working on another Morales in round specifically for the live streams because I don't know that I'll be able to work on this one during the Saturday night lives, trying to do prizes and that sort of thing. Um, while also working on something really confetti heavy like this, because it's hard enough to spot and see all of the confetti that I need to spot and see and hear like just normally. So live stream makes it even worse. So I was talking about what round Moraleses there are that I haven't done yet, and then trying to figure out maybe which one out of those that I might want to work on. Made a ton of progress on that one in just a few days. You've been doing it. Yes. Yes, I have. Very reluctantly resorted to a shock collar when Izzy would bark too much, but never really had to shock her much. You will just behave better while wearing it. Quick learners. It's true. Be honest, you just want to do a Morales each week. You're not totally wrong about that, Josh. I do really love to work on Moraleses. And oh, like if my other DIY moon shops weren't confetti heavy, also, I could work on one of them because they're round too, but I think it's just another of the same problem. So, uh, I would say, okay, so I'm doing this one a little differently than I would normally do. I don't have my release papers from Crashly yet for Mary Morales, and so I didn't want to cut up new release papers. Because what I do is I use these ones that I got from Amazon. They're cheap, right? But they're 4x6, I think is the measurement. Um, feel like they are 4x6s. Let's see. Measuring tape. They are, yeah, 6 inches buzz, by, that's centimeters. I mean, not, okay, 4 inches by 6 inches. So I'm working in 4x6 sections for right now, at least until I get my uh Crashly papers with Morales on it, right? And so I would say roughly a section that big probably takes me, I would say 3 hours to 3.5 hours, somewhere around in there, depending on whether I, you know, continue working on it or get up and walk away, do something else, whatever. Sometimes I will close it up and go do something else if I've got other things to do. But I haven't worked on any other diamond paintings since I started working on this one. Round confetti feels different. It does. That is true. Neighbors called the cops on us for a previous dog. Oh no. Yeah, I could understand having anxiety about that. Um, I think my neighbors would be unlikely to call the cops on us. Well, we don't leave them outside. We can't because we don't have a fenced yard. Um, I do know that his barks are, you can hear them from about a block away because I hear him, like if I go around the blocks by myself and I don't take him, I've heard him barking from more than a block away, just walking by myself. So I know they can hear him if he's carrying on, but he's not typically left alone for very long if he's left alone. And then I think in this neighborhood, they probably understand why I have a big F off dog that barks at everything. So I haven't received any like complaints yet, thankfully. But usually nighttime, he's fairly quiet. We quiet him down pretty quickly at night. So it's really just during the daytime that they'd hear him barking anyways. And even then, I try not to let him carry on for too long. Mostly because I don't want to hear it either. You know what I mean? Last thing I want to do is sit here and listen to him barking constantly. Yeah, it is true though. Round confetti does feel different. I just don't know if I'm ready to open another Daimoon yet. I knew I wanted to open one for this year because I didn't last year and I thought about doing it last year, didn't. So I'm glad that I'm doing a Daimoon this year. I was thinking about, okay, so to your point about Spring Awakening, yes, the palette is really different on Spring Awakening for sure. I think that's part of why I'm saving that one a little bit because, you know, now here I am back in blue, back working on a blue kit again. It's my fail safe go to, I guess. So I didn't want to end up like running myself out of my kits that aren't blue. I would say definitely, though, the ones that are left in rounds. I mean, Song of Artemis is definitely more blue than not, which is fine. But I don't know. It's so hard. Like, I go through this every single time that I'm trying to pick a Morales before the event, anyways. It's like, I don't, too hard to pick, too hard to narrow down. Why can't I just be doing all of them simultaneously, but at the same time not losing any of them? That would be great. Not losing any of them to work on, I should say. You know what I mean? I'm working on Tweety and have Dorothy and Toto from Diamond Art. We'll be starting it after this one is done. Nice. I'll be blue with you. Yes, you will, Tigger. My red nose has her moments, and same. We don't have him carry on for too long. He stops and chills after a while, and no cops called. Oh, that's good. And if you have other neighbors with dogs, that definitely helps. We have one neighbor, he's got like little ankle biters, and his one dog, I swear, I think it's like a Maltese or something, some little white fluffy thing. And man, that one barks, I think, more than Beans does. And they do leave theirs on their porch, and then it just sits there and yaps the whole time. We've got another neighbor who lives down this way from us who they have like, I don't know how many dogs. It sounds like they have about 40 small dogs over there. It's probably not 40, but it sounds like 40. They leave theirs, I think, on like a enclosed porch, and they go off for hours. So it's like, if anybody wants to start complaining about me, I'll start pulling out examples of why my dog is nowhere near as bad as some of these other dogs around here. Like, mine is definitely not the worst. Where is it? Where did it go? This one. Okay, so look at this. I have this symbol right here and this symbol right here, and they're very close to each other. Thankfully, they're just different enough in color that I catch it before I make a mistake. But then the other thing is there's the lowercase d and the lowercase b right next to each other. And aside from the lettering being white in the letter D and black in the letter B, they look exactly the same. Like that would be a dyslexic person's nightmare right there. Thankfully, B and 8 are two completely different colors. And then oh, what's the other one that's really similar? There's a couple of them that it's like, "Oh, why? Why are you like this?" So trying to like figure that out during a prize live would also be pretty difficult. Do a wheel to help you pick. Ooh. Maybe I'll let's see, when would I be able to do I was thinking like of a way I might be able to do that where you guys could participate because I can't do it on this type of live. I didn't set up StreamYard for my Tuesday lives. I could, but I didn't this time. Uh trying to pick something out so you guys could see it too. Just put all the rounds on there and let it pick. Except when it picks one I don't want to do, and then I do what Melissa says and just keep going until it picks something I like. A P. Yes, there's a P in here too. There is, where is it? Yeah, there's a P. I mean, you can't see on here. The P is like uppercase P, really light blue, which it's almost the same color when you look at the colors of the drills. Like it's three colors of blue in P, D, and B. So if you've got dyslexia, oh man, it would mess you up pretty good. It would definitely mess you up pretty good. Sort of like Diamond Art Club with the arrows in all different directions. I don't flip my canvases, so it doesn't throw me off, thankfully, but it definitely would. Can you have two wheels set up? Yeah, probably. I just have to have them on two different pages. I don't think I can share two screens unless I on StreamYard I might be able to. Well, and you know what I think it is, Abby? What I think it is like to people in China, English, like the English alphabet looks so foreign to them that it probably looks very different in some ways to them. I don't know. And it's like, I don't know what's worse, dealing with symbols that are similar or having like wingdings basically that don't look like anything. Because at least these are like recognizably letters, or numbers. Hello, diamond loving Nana. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I gotta figure something out because I can't imagine trying to do prizes and then trying to do a really confetti heavy square at the same time. That just sounds like rough, real rough. But I am really enjoying working on this one. Um, I will say that uh the this is like one of their better version canvases because it has the scalloped and poked edge on it like a normal Diamond Art Club would have. Oop, let me not get that paper on my canvas. There we go. It has this sort of an edge on it. There are ones that just literally have a straight edge. Those ones are not as nice. This one, the grid has been tight. I mean, for what, pre 2023, this one has a really nice tight grid and resin drills. My trash has been like what you would expect from a non DAC kit, honestly. Like this thing is full, but that's my trash for almost 2 complete rows. So that's about what I would expect to see, I think, in a non-DAC type kit. All the wheels spinning. Yes, spin them all. I'm new and just started my channel. Nice. I'm all 2 wheels and last man standing. Ooh, yeah. Just narrow them down forever. Could you imagine like putting every kit on like 6 different wheels and then just like running them all at the same time to try and figure out what you want to work on next? That sounds both aggravating and fun. Beans, sir. What are you grumbling about? He he's under the monstera right now, and I think sometimes he believes he's in the forest or something. Because he'll hide behind a giant monstera leaf, thinking he's really being sneaky. You want me to throw you a cookie, Beans? Huh? Is that a yes? You like me to throw you a cookie into your... Bowie, not you. I didn't say I was going to throw you a cookie. Get that cookie. Goofy dog. Any tips will be appreciated. What sort of tips are you looking for? I got all the tips. I got tips galore. But yeah, just put like literally all your canvases onto like 6 different wheels, or maybe even putting it by like artist. Because I know you're like me, you'll have a bunch of one specific artist, like Margaret Morales makes up, I would say, a quarter of my diamond painting stash. Ooh, your Black Friday order arrived. Whoop whoop. All right, let's see. Let's go with the letter A. There aren't too many of those. Let's pull up a few of them. There's also, it seems like, a uppercase and lowercase for a lot of the different letters. It's like you'd think you would get A through Z and then 1 through 9 or 0 through 9 and then other stuff, but it's like there's no rhyme or reason to the upper and lowercase numbers and letters, and they're not in any order. So like the way you're seeing them is the way that they are. So it's like OT, up, sideways, anchor, A, check mark. What? And then, oh, what's after that? Let's see. WE, up arrow, NX, question mark, and a 1. There's 1 and there's an I. Thankfully, the 1 and the I are 2 different colors, or that would be also confusing. Yeah, this was not, I mean, at least everything is legible on the canvas. So I don't have that to worry about, thankfully. I can read everything. Because I have heard some people mention that, oh, I got a round drill in there. Look at that. Some people have mentioned that there were visibility issues. Now, this looks like a resin round drill, because it actually has facets in it. Oh yeah, that's definitely resin. So this must have been from the time where everything was resin, including the round drills. Because the round drill ones that I have are definitely not resin. They are definitely acrylic. What the fuck are these symbols? I know, right? videoing YouTube itself, I'm totally new. Oh, well, so as far as like, sorry, that's my dog. Beans, sir. Hold. Don't put the leash on me and bring me over by the table. Can you stop that? Stop. More. He's like, I don't know what I'm complaining about. I'm just complaining about everything. Come here, Beans. Come here. I'm angry. I'm upset. It smells like mustard in here. What am I smelling? Orange chicken. Oh, why does it smell like mustard though? Weird. Anyway, um, so yeah, as far as like recording and things like that, I use my phone. Like even right now, I'm using my phone. So I don't know what you intend on recording your content on, but your phone works fine. Um, you're obviously going to need some sort of like tripod or things of that nature to like hold your camera up on whatever you record with. Um, some people do recordings where the sorry, I'm looking for my next color, where the camera is pointed at them. But more or less, if you're doing diamond painting content, people want to see your canvas. You know what I mean? So having an arm over what you're looking at is kind of important. I mean, at least in my experience, that's important. Um, and then, you know, knowing what you're talking about, also really important. If you're a newer diamond painter, like your point of view matters, right? But I wouldn't in your first like few months be doing tutorial type videos or things like that, but your experiences are important. So if you're talking to people about your experiences as a new diamond painter, always good information to have, because your point of view will be unique to you. Whereas, you know, I can't speak on being a new diamond painter. I haven't been a new diamond painter for a really long time. Um, and then honestly, the best advice that I can give any person who's starting a YouTube channel, be yourself. Don't go watch other people's YouTube videos and emulate what you see. Be yourself because there's only one of you. And trust and believe that if people wanted to go and watch Katie, they would go watch Katie from Diamonds and Washi, or if people wanted to watch Mrs. Coffee, they would go watch Mrs. Coffee. Just be yourself. Um, and then, you know, one thing I will tell you, like when you're recording videos, make sure that people can see you or, well, see the item, that they can hear what's going on. So, like, not recording out on a windy day or recording in the dark or whatever. Like, making sure that people can see, can hear, and understand you. Um, those are my biggest pet peeves when I watch a video and I can't see it, or I can't hear them, or I can't understand them, or I don't know what in the heck they're talking about. Yeah. Hello, Cosmic Cat. What's up, Linda? How you doing? Next one is, ooh, we're gonna go with a little A, I think, on this particular. Yeah, there we go. Ah, Sujin, I am laughing at your comment. But honestly, if you want to know more about being a new content creator, what I would do, and it sounds really stupid, but what I did was I watched videos on how to make YouTube videos, how to make YouTube thumbnails, how to, you know what I mean? Like watch other content creators and then watching videos from like vidIQ or watching videos from Nate Black is another really good one. I know, like I said, that sounds really weird to go watch a YouTube video on how to make YouTube videos, but honestly, it helps. It really does. Hello, Travel with Chris. Welcome, welcome. What's the painting I'm working on? Cosmic Cat, I am working on a Margaret Morales. Trying to find my little picture. I'm working on a Margaret Morales. This one is licensed from DIY Moon Shop before they closed, and it's called Lullaby Touch. Is this one right here. It is a computer rendered kit, so it's got a lot of confetti in it. I'm trying to do both a heavy confetti kit and read comments at the same time. That's always a fun challenge. I've I've challenged myself here. But anyways, okay, so aside from um those who have already responded, do tell me what you guys are up to tonight. If you're diamond painting, are you getting ready for Christmas? Like, do you guys have any really big Christmas plans? What do you got going on for the holidays with whatever you celebrate? I don't host anything, so I don't have to like do a whole lot of prep, thankfully. I go over to my in-laws and I help them, but I don't have to do anything specific at my house, which is nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think it's beautiful. I am running an event right now, Cosmic Cat, that's called Mary Morales. And the event is celebrating the work of Margaret Morales. And she is currently licensed with Diamond Art Club, but she used to be licensed with DIY Moon Shop. And the event is running until the end of January. If anybody that's listening wants to join us and you have a canvas that you want to work on, if you search Mary Morales on Facebook, I'm sure you'll find us. There'll be information there, entry forms. Otherwise, if you go check out the links in the description, there are links down there if you want to join us. There's still plenty of time. In fact, the last week to enter and qualify for the grand prizes will be next week's video. So it'll be not this upcoming Thursday, but the next Thursday will be the last time to qualify for grand prizes. But weekly prizes, there's like no specific entry date for that. It's storming. See, now this is when it would be perfect for you to have that rainy day kit that you would only work on a rainy day. Seeing my parents eating dinner and then going back to work, gross. Diamond painting, cooking, and visiting with family, nice. Chilling with your dog, oh. Cleaning off sticker residue, ugh. Gross. Family reunion for New Year's, nice. Risha is going to be with my family the day of brunch, presents, and then later in the night dinner. Ooh, very nice. You got a busy one. Diamond loving Nana, you're not totally alone on that. There's actually a lot of people who work primarily on budget kits, and that's more or less, one, affordability, two, they don't know a lot about licensed kits. That's been my biggest thing with budget kits is I don't I don't mind anybody working on budget kits so long as it's not stolen artwork. And nowadays it's so easy to get your hands on AI everything that you're probably more likely to be working on AI work than you are stolen stuff anyways now. Yeah, you need that rainy day kit, Abby, so that you can get to work on your rainy day kit when it's raining. Well, that's why I like the idea of those. Yeah, okay. Oh, I heard a squeak. I wasn't sure what it was though. Um, I love the idea of those temperature projects. Bean, you want a cookie cookie? Cookie cookie. Beans want a cookie. Why don't you give them some pieces of hot dog with Benadryl in it? The Benadryl? It might be out on the counter where I usually cut up the hot dogs. Um, I want to do one of those temperature projects. Those look really cool. And I live in Wisconsin where the temperature is literally all over the place. So having a temperature project would be real good. Like today. Today would have been madness because it was like 45 degrees earlier and is now down to like 20 degrees. It dropped really fast and got really cold. The Eagle in Freedom. Ooh, I have not. I have not done that one, but that's your first large one? Very cool. Um, Eventually, it's not my usual diamond painting. I will tell you that, like, as far as bald eagles or, like American flags or anything like that. It's not my usual anything, but I do want to do one that has a bald eagle in it because I live less than a mile from a bald eagle's nest and I would like to celebrate that fact that I live so close by a bald eagle nest. Um, and they're beautiful birds. Oh, one of the babies is getting white on its head. So when they're from the first batch, maybe even well, the only one that's left of the second batch is the one that isn't being released. And then the third batch wouldn't have a white head yet, and there's only one left of that one that was released. So it's only those first two that would be old enough to have white heads now, graying out. So yeah, we have a bald eagle nesting pair. Like I said, about a mile from our house. The first time that they nested in a dead tree right next to the river. And mom and dad gave birth to, well, not live birth or anything, but they had a pair of eaglets and they grew up. They were just fine, whatever. Second year, they laid eggs and they had I don't know how many eggs. All I know was that one of them was found when the nest collapsed. And that one was found and it didn't survive. Um well, after the nest collapsed in that dead tree, they decided to rebuild in the same dead tree, which was not the best idea. The third year, they had another pair of eaglets and the nest collapsed again for the second time and there's one baby that was able to be released and then one baby that was not able to be released and is being used for education because it broke its back and it can't fly. never learned how, can't fly, what have you. So they use that one. There's a woman who does rehabilitation of raptors that lives in town, well, just outside of town, but in town. And she uses those for educational purposes. And she has so many different types of raptors and birds of prey in her sanctuary. The other she released, but the babies from like now it'll be almost 4 years ago, their heads are finally starting to turn white because when bald eagles are juveniles, their heads are black and they're all black. And then eventually the feathers start to turn white on their head. Yeah, Abby, you and the temperature project, maybe waiting until 2027 would be good because challenge burnout. Yeah. I imagine you probably do have challenge burnout as you uh, get your way through your what fourth UMA for the year with the Kiki projects. Third, fourth, I don't remember. I forget how many Kikis there are. UMA Kikis. Um, but yeah, so we're very, very fortunate to have a bald eagle nest, which they moved the nest to a live tree this time, and that tree has held. Um, but there's that nest, and then there's other nests that are within not far from my home. That one is walking distance, but there's another one that's probably within a mile and a half or 2 miles down on this winding highway close to the house. Um, and then they're nested like all along our river, going all the way up to northern Wisconsin. But it's really cool to be able to just walk, you know, a half mile away from home and see a bald eagle nest and just eagles flying around on the river all the time. May not be the case if they put in this data center that they're talking about putting in. I've still got to write a petition because technically it's not legal to disturb a bald eagle nest, and a data center would definitely do that. Yeah, you tell them, Beans. Yeah, data centers, bark about it. I'm with you on that. Worst part about those challenges is that nobody is challenging you. Only you're doing it to yourself. I know. Oh, I didn't realize you had counted the flower pressed wings in that challenge. Oof. Yeah, I feel like for some people, events can be like that too. I don't do, like, I host events and I host the two main events, the summer event and then Mary Morales. I couldn't imagine. Then there's the 24-hour live, but that's a day. You know what I mean? There's no prep needed for that. I don't really have to do a whole lot for it. Um, and even that is like, I couldn't imagine trying to, on top of running an event, then try to also participate in events. I couldn't do it. So I'm technically participating in my own events because I'm also diamond painting for those events, but there's no like, I don't know. If I started to burn out on running either of the events, I would just stop, you know? It might make people sad, but if I needed a break, I would just take a break, you know? Yeah, Melissa, you also are like crazy fast diamond painter, and I'm sure that, because I feel like I did something similar wherein, I put up the Discord like DP alongs for people to do. And I'll put them up, but I don't always participate. It just depends on like, did I already kind of plan on doing something for that? Like, did I already have a painting in mind or whatever? But I put them up for people to enjoy if they want to enjoy them. but you get yourself so focused on getting these challenges done or whatever, and it definitely will lead to burnout. I can see that. No more books either. I don't count flower press wings for the challenge. Oh, got you. Okay. Or you make almost said tits, but I just said tits. Or you may kits, not for you may tits. That's a whole different challenge. Um yeah, I don't want to burn myself out, you know. Like the one challenge that I put to myself and I regretted later was trying to on purpose speed paint my way through Ajacai, and that was the first Morales that I ever completed was Ajacai, and I speed painted my way through it. And I'm not saying I didn't enjoy myself. I still loved working on the painting, but I think that because it was in my mind as a challenge, it was something that was more of a task I had to do instead of something that I got to do, if that makes sense. I need to switch out my putty. I've been working with this putty for like almost the entirety of this row so far, so it's definitely time to change. But where did I put my putty? Ruh-roh. Where are you, putty? There you are. Hello, Chantel. More variety of artists next year. I hear that, Abby. Color palette challenge. Each month gets a new base color. See, now that could be okay. Then it's just like, well, but see, here's the thing though. Do you then require a finish of that painting in that month? Because I also, yeah, Beans, I also kind of like painted myself into a corner doing that too. You know what I mean? So I think like if you're going off of like Roy G. Biv, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and you could leave out indigo and just do the 6 colors. And then I suppose you could do like a monochrome and a brown if you really wanted to. But if you did 6, it would give you 2 months for each color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And then you could kind of go from there. It gives you 2 months for each painting. I don't know, like I found trying to like put everything into a 1 month thing, if it was a kit that maybe I wasn't feeling as much. But maybe if you're like, I just want to hit all the colors in the rainbow in, you know, those particular colors or whatever throughout the year, something a little loosely based, I don't know. I like the idea though. Color a month. Yeah, oof. Yeah, because you're you. I know. I know. And it's like I know I could do it. I just know I've gotten myself in trouble trying to complete things in a quick time that I was like not enjoying the painting. I think if I would have been really enjoying the painting, it would have made the whole thing a whole lot different, you know? So I've learned my lesson on that. But I do like the idea of a challenge of a different color. It's just then I got to figure out, do I have something that would qualify in each of those colors? We know I've got blue covered. We definitely know that I have blue kits. All the blue kits you could possibly want. Blue, rainbow, blue, blue, purple, blue. Yes, done. How often do you empty the putty out of your pen completely and do you top it up? Okay, so I don't know the last time that I took all the putty out of my pen. I usually just scrape off the top part. Here's a good example. So this I've already scraped, like it doesn't have putty up to the top. I leave the bottom half in there because I never get to that putty. That's just sort of like a base that's always there. Okay, so like here's a good example. This one I have putty in here. Okay. So when I'm ready to take it out, I go like so, and I just kind of go under that first layer right there. And then I leave that. That's just a base. So I'm not using as much putty. See, like that's as much putty as I'm wasting each time. It's not much. I know I could definitely finish 1 month without stressing myself out. Yeah. Well, bless you. Violent. That one jumped out of you? It sounded like it jumped out of you. Bean says he thinks it jumped out of you too. Like a devil. Dad's got devil inside him. He said, Dad's got a devil in there. I'm going to tell my mom. But yeah, as far as how often do I change out my putty? When I need to. I don't have any like set specific time. It's just like when it starts to get really stringy, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta change this up. It'll start to become really stringy or harder to work with, or it won't pick up diamonds or whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, time to change it up. Oh, I missed one H. See how you are. Right, that's the one I want to do next, but where did H go? He ate your peanut butter toast? What is he, sick? This dog, Beans, does not like peanut butter. I don't know. Yeah, it's like when I think Dustin probably traumatized him as a puppy because he gave him peanut butter toast and it got stuck to the roof of his mouth. And ever since then, he has just not enjoyed peanut butter. Peanut butter cookies, peanut butter anything. He doesn't like peanut butter treats. Like I can't get those like little trainer treats or whatever that are peanut butter. He won't touch them. He doesn't like the smell of peanut butter. He wants nothing to do with peanut butter. Noel, what's up, lady? Glad to see ya. I wasn't sure if you were going to be here. Is the buddy the white stuff in the new pen? I'm still new to the new tool. Okay, so putty is like it's almost like some people use museum putty or wall tack or blue tack or whatever. You can get it from lots of different places, Prisha. This is a scented hard presser formula from Putty Crocker. I only use it in my multi-placer tool. I will only use it in this thing. My single placer, that's where I use the Ghost, which is like a glue dot. Some people use putty in their single placers and swear by it. I don't have a lot of luck with that. Because it's too much like the wax, which is I was using putty in my single placer and then having to replace it and replace it and replace it and replace it because I pushed too hard. That's why I switched to the Ghost, which is more like a glue dot because I don't have to replace and replace and replace it. It doesn't come out. But yeah, some people will use the red wax forever because it works really well for them. They really like it. I was getting to the point with the red wax, I was replacing it so often, it was driving me nuts. It was like I'd have to stop and refill. Bean, sir. Bean. I was replacing and replacing and replacing it so often, it was driving me crazy. Um, it seemed like, I don't know, every third or fourth time that I would lay down drills, I was having to replace my wax. All right, I probably didn't put enough putty in here because it's not working. I think took too much out of it. There we go. But I really love my putty. I did try the harder wax, the stuff that you get in like tins or whatever, from different places. This is Pure Bliss wax, and you can see I tried using that for a really long time where you like literally just scrape your single placer into it. But even this, I was having to replace and replace and replace. The Ghost has been like the best for me personally. Some people use glue dots in their multi-placer too. Um, and for the same reasons that I like Ghost in my single placer, people like glue dots in their multi-placers. Um, I've tried using Ghost in multi-placers too. I don't think I like it quite as much as the single placer personally, or just using putty in my multi-placer instead. Fan doesn't like red wax? No. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of luck with it. It's like, ugh, annoys me to no end. Ooh, I might actually be able to get away with starting another square, or you guys helping me pick a round kit. We could put them in front of us and like look at them. What do you think? We could do that. I don't know if I can get them all out of my closet though. You guys can help me pick something. Or I could put up a wheel and pretend like you can see it. I do really like Oleander though. I've been eyeballing her really hard. A purple and red wax. It's annoying, but the putty on the new white diamond art pen is so. Um, you're talking about on the twist and pick pens. Um, they also have this like the twist and pick pen that has clear wax in it, or wax putty, I guess. I don't know. It looks like wax to me. I don't know what the difference is between that and wax personally. I can't tell the difference. It looks like wax, it feels like wax. Um, I do actually use the white putty that they used to include in the kits, and this one actually is from when they sold it in like bricks or whatever, and if you let it like sit for a long time, it gets really hard, and for whatever reason when it dries out a little bit, it works better even, um in my opinion. So I saved up a bunch of just the putty from old kits and whatever, and I'll use that in my multi-placer. Um, and I really like it because it's really dry. It's like super dry now. And that's just a good like I have it on hand. If I'm not really paying attention, I grab that and we'll put that in my multi-placer from time to time. And I've actually really enjoyed it. She been eyeballing me hard. Oh, she is too. She's sitting right behind me, like over my shoulder. She's like literally right there looking at me. She's like, take me out of my box. Take me out of my box and kit me up. You know you want to. And I'm like, I know I want to. But I was like, do I really want to do a fourth Morales? And I was like, yeah, actually, I kind of do. I kind of do. Because I'll still have, how many will I still have left? Hold on a second. I gotta count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I still have like 22 of them left. Want to kit up a Black Friday kit. Do I need another whip? When do you not need another whip, Chantel? That's the real question. How many whips does everybody have? Do share. Do share. I'm curious. My active whips are like ones that are not in deep freeze for one reason or another. My active whips are this one and Crystal. That's all I have right now. I do have a couple that are in the deep freeze until I get moved upstairs. And then there's one in particular that's like for something specific, and I film something specific with it. So that one is just when I feel the urge to record that content and whatever. Um, but yeah, other than that, I have this one and one other, which is Crystal. Those are my two active whips. Like, why not? You usually only do Morales for the event. Well, I did. Okay, so during the year, I did um I did Chroma, I did Sleeps with Butterflies like through the year that wasn't like attached to the event. Ajasai I did for the 24-hour live. And then I did work on when did I work on for my 24-hour live this year? Because I did Sleeps with Butterflies for Gods and Goddesses. I don't feel like counting again. Got 2 whips, 1 for Tigger, 3 for Calf, 4 for Kylie. Hi, Lucky Bookman 69. Mel has 0. I only do 1 at a time, but when I start my next Morales, I'm going to kit up another kit with her. Ooh. Currently have 2, but I was a 1 whip at a time girl until 2 months ago. That's hard to maintain, Heather. It really is. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to my girlfriend's sister's place for a Christmas Eve party. Nice. You do a Yankee gift exchange. That's cool. Tomorrow, my gift is a diamond painting of a Dalmatian with a paint set. Oh. Getting a diamond painting as a gift. Cool. Chroma. Okay. Thank you. It was Chroma. So I guess technically I've actually only worked on Morales's 4 events. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. We got to change that. I got to just do I just got to do a Morales for pleasure. Don't you think? Isn't that kind of necessary? Do a Morales for pleasure? Just for the fun of it? Because I did. Every Morales that I've worked on, I did during an event. Down to 3, but gonna kit up Oki. My mom wants to see. What's Oki? I got 10 whips. 2 are on hold for events in 2026. 1 is at a friend's house for when we diamond. That's cool. And 2 will be finished this month. Cool. Josh has 3. What other artists do I like? Oh man. I've got a list, Linda, of artists that I like. There's many artists that I like. I really love Camilla de Erico is one of my favorites. Chrissa Bug, another one of my favorites. I really like Mrs. Butter D. I enjoy Rita Konya. I enjoy Ivy Dolamore, Leoba Bruckner. I really enjoy Medusa Dollmaker. I like Christine Karen. Um, I could go on and on and on. There are a lot Color Out of Place. There are a lot of artists that I really love and collect. Bear Brick Gia. Um, and I don't collect all of them, but some artists I do. Some artists I just collect a lot of their stuff. It just kind of depends on the piece. Oh, one. You're gonna kid up one your mom wants to see. Okay, I was like, what's Oki? Like, am I reading that right? I was all lost. Yeah, so too many artists, honestly. So either A, I've got to figure out a time to just do a Morales for fun, or I just need to go ham and just work on all the Moraleses for the event. Pull them all out. I'll just kit them all up. They'll all be ready all the time, and then I'll have them all ready for next year's Mary Morales. They'll just all be kitted up and ready. I'll have to buy separate storage for all of them, but we'll have them ready to go. Which one did your mom want to see, Sarah? So yeah, I don't think it would be out of like out of pocket to work on another Morales for the event, and I'm fairly certain it won't be an issue to get this one and that one done before January, especially if the other one is around another round. Every month, get up a new one. Woof. I mean, honestly, I know what's her name? Uh Messy Girl Crafts. She had talked about doing a year with Morales event, and like I don't want to work on any artist every month. Even I love Morales, but I don't think I want to do a year's worth of Morales diamond paintings. Like I would probably get tired of them. Probably not tired of them, but tired enough of them that I was like, all right, and I don't want to do this anymore. But since Sujin is the devil on everybody's shoulder, being like, do it, just do it. Oh, thank you, Noel, for reminding people to boop that like button. Not trying to burn through all my Morales. That teeny. Ooh, a flower garland. Cute. Is that the one? That's the one you put in the pictures recently, right? You had two of them. One was a landscape, and then the other one was like flowers, right? Am I crazy? Am I making that up? Yeah, burning through the Moraleses wouldn't be good. I mean, granted, if Diamond Art Club keeps putting her out, then there's no reason not to work on them. Because she really is, like, truthfully and honestly, a quarter of my stash right now. I've got a mystery DP along, like buddy DP along planned for the spring in the Discord. And I think for that one, um, I might be working on Lori Prindle. It's probably going to be the Lori Prindle. I don't know yet. I'm going to see. Hey, hey, Liana, welcome. It is that one. Okay. What's going on, lady face? I had actually thought about um having kind of a run of rounds. I want to pull out some of my older stuff, like the stuff in the old boxes from Diamond Art Club. or even ones that don't have boxes that are standing up in a laundry basket behind me. Um, so I do want to work on some of my older stuff, and a lot of my older stuff that I bought from Diamond Art Club are rounds because at the time that's all I bought because I wouldn't work on squares. So I have a lot of old rounds that I need to just like get out, get done. So that is definitely on the to-do list for the upcoming year. Just, pulling out some of those older ones and getting them hammered out, done, out of the way. Happy to be here with you, Liana. Pretty sure I'm getting some diamond paintings for Christmas from the boyfriend. Ooh, very nice, Prisha. Hello, Marianne. Better late than never. That's right. Just glad you guys can be here. So yeah, I want to do, I think, like around, I don't know, a run of rounds, like maybe do 3 or 4 or 5 rounds in a row because a lot of my stash, I mean, it's probably pretty equal now, that I've chosen more squares, but I do want to do like I don't know, just a little rash of rounds. Not like a full-blown rash, but like hives. Maybe a hives of rounds. So I'm just straighten these out a little bit. Because while there's not a lot of gapping in here, if I don't straighten them out at least somewhat, then the gapping definitely is a little more visible. So look at that. We got our big old square done. Cheaper to party. Mm-hmm. What is that? Is that her arm? I think that's her arm. Hold on a second. I've got it as a screensaver. Yeah, that's part of her arm right there. It's like her forearm. Woo, that was confetti heavy though. Let me tell you what. Was definitely. Yeah, it's very beautiful, but it's okay. It reminds me a lot of working on the Bella Art Diamonds piece because of all the like just confetti, 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 confetti. It's beautiful though. I love it. All right. So before I do another square on this, let's take a look at some things here. Let's look at some stuff together because I don't see why we can't look at some pieces, make some decisions, What time do we have here? Oh, sure, I got a half an hour. I won't put these all the way away. I will stack them over here though, so that if I decide to open another square tonight, I can. Okay. Put you right here. Doing a round for a break as well. Yeah, see, doing rounds sometimes fully necessary just to break it up a little bit. But I mean, so far, here's the piece we're working on. That's the piece I'm working on. And you can see her forearm right there. Very pretty. Our little fuzzy. She's lovely. She's looking real good. Scooch my light. Move this over here. And then I'll move this around a little bit. Doesn't it look good? I'm loving it. I'm loving this set of colors right here, this pop. It's so good. There's a little bit of that over here too, like these little red, dark red patches. Looking good though. I'm loving it. Okay. Let me scooch her out of the way for just a minute. Hang her up. Hanging her up for a minute. Go right here. Okay. So this is the one that's like sitting behind me and staring at. This one is like really begging for me to work on her. That one's going to be such a quick finish. I already know it. So working on something with, lots of color blocking or whatever would be good because it's something that I know next to that one, which is really confetti heavy, is a benefit. It is like oleander. Okay. What else? Let's see. I'm gonna pull out my list here. Hold on. I gotta scoop my basket out of the way. I can move things. Get into my closet. He's like, don't go in the closet, Mom. No. Okay. Put a basket right next to his head. Now he's a basket case. Okay. Hold on. Get more out of the closet here. Gotta go dig in the. Okay. See what we can get at. Ooh. Got we got Alice and Roses. That's another round. I like that one too. She's not too difficult. What else? Let's see. What can I reach in my closet? Oh, you got Song of Artemis. That one's a little bit more complicated. I feel like one, it's very blue, and I'm already working on a pretty blue kit. So I think we're gonna count her out. Because I don't know that I want to do another blue kit of a Morales right at the. Oh, we got this one. She is also not blue. She's like blue green, but I did Luntian, right? And Luntian was green. So, and this one is also what, 96 colors, right? Yeah, so she might be a little too complicated maybe to work on. So we'll set her aside for uh so many of them in the pile at the bottom. Oh, hang on. Oh, that one. Hang on. Also have Spring Awakening. She is very I would say that she's a little more involved, but she's not like scary looking, right? There's not so much there that's too scary. So we'll put her up there. Um oh boy. This one was destashed to me, and apparently they had a cat that was like really having a good time chewing on it. But it's Night Melody. She's also got a lot of blue happening, but man, is she pretty. She's got a lot of like color blocking on the border there. I would say, yeah, she's got blue, but I think it's more like purples and and greens than it is like blue necessarily. Like I don't look at this and go, blue kit. There's some blue in it, but we'll put her up too. Okay, wait, what does that leave us with that I don't have here? Okay. Dragon Spirit might be on the bottom. Because Dragon Spirit is another one that's like it's very easy, right? Like it's an easier kit to work on. You guys like Oleander? I really do too. I really do too. And I like Dragon Spirit just fine. I like all of these just fine. But think yeah, I think Oleander is a good it is a I think that's a good like it'll be easy enough but hard enough that it's not something that necessarily I would finish in 4 hours, right? You think? Oleander will make me twins with Divine. Ooh. We go be twinsies? And I think, yeah, Dragon Spirit has a lot of blue in it also. Lumina is round, but I don't think I want to work on Lumina yet. I think I'm ready to work on Lumina yet. I think, yeah, I like Oleander. And I think Oleander would look really pretty next to Luntian also. Don't you guys? I think so. I think Night Melody also just has a little too much blue right now for me. I'm not ready to play around with all of that blue yet. Lumina's like pink purple blue. Spring Awakening is nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with Oleander. I think that's a good call. Yeah, I think yes. Twinsies! And it's not blue. Yeah, I like it. Look at her eyes. You're gonna be golden. And I think I might have some things that I can put in here for specials. Maybe not like a bunch of things, but I think I got stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's a plan. All right, I'm into it. I'm into it, guys. Let's do it. Oleander it is. She's been over my shoulder staring at me. I don't know, a week now. Like, work on me. I'm just sitting here staring at you. Good. I didn't think I'd be able to get Dragon Spirit off the bottom of the pile. It's not really on the bottom of the pile, but I can't wait to go upstairs where I'll be able to put things in a better order. Just stacked in my closet. Okay, so we're gonna put her over here so that I have her nearby. And I'm ready to get her out. Bam. All right, yes. Yeah. Do 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 do. She don't like pink and green typically. This one is an exception, and it's because of the colors. Um, if this was more of like, because this particular green is almost like teal, it doesn't read as green. I don't like green and pink as a combo generally. I don't. But this is not quite the same pinks and greens as like the pukey colored ones that are in that Suli that I don't like. Because yeah, that's some pukey colored pink and green combo right there. Those are pretty pink and green, even though they are the numbers 3 and 9. And I don't love that, but it could be worse. Could be lots worse. Oh, I gotta do an unboxing very soon of this one. candy fish. I haven't even opened it yet to look at it. Yeah. Do an unboxing of that one soon. And eventually, I'll be doing an unboxing of this one. Blam. Squirrel Witch. Yeah. This one is Dustin's favorite for right now. Right, Dustin? Right. Love you a Squirrel Witch. Witches with squirrels. Winning. Sold. Even though you didn't buy it. I tried to get him to buy it, but he didn't want it. I did try, though. I really did try. All right. Let's get her back down for now. Whoop. Pukey still gets me every time. They are. They're pukey colors, all right? Don't doubt me. They happen to be puke colored. Pinks and greens. Not my favorite. Not my favoritist. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I think it's partially that they're the numbers 3 and 9 and the fact that they're just gross colors. Like those two particular types of green and pink. Gross, 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 gross. Is that a squirrel or a chipmunk? Oh, it is a squirrel. That's like, look like a chipmunk. All right, let's see here. Get my stuff back over here. My little trashy trash tray. Let's see how confetti heavy this square is. It's not so bad. This square isn't so bad. It could be a lot worse. I've had much worse squares than that in this one for confetti. Let's start with our 310. There's not much for 310 in this particular kit. I will say though that the drills in this kit for 310 are basically all cupped. So I got to be a little bit picky with them, only because they don't like to stick. But aside from that, actually, this is not too confetti heavy a square. How are you liking that canvas roller? Did you try it out yet? Oh, about that. Yes, I did. And then within 10 minutes of my having it attached to the bottom of the table, Beans broke it with his head. One of them, not both of them, but I got to glue it back together. I got to glue it and then I'm going to tape it so that the glue gets to dry and whatever. Yeah, I told Sujin already. Like, but if you mean from Zodiac Shadows, those are not done yet. I got to get a hold of Liz and see what's going on with those. But her mom has been doing poorly, been in poor health. So I just letting her take her time, do her thing. But yeah, the ones that Sujin gave me to stick under the table, yeah, Beans broke that within 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding about the time frame either. It was legit 10 minutes. He was trying to get underneath the table and then bashed it with his big thick skull and broke it. It broke it like right at a corner, so it'll be easy enough to fix and glue back together, but yeah. I'm like, "Dang it." Yeah, he's very hard-headed. Incredibly hard-headed. Like, oh, let me see. Do I have it? Okay, so like I don't have it glued yet. Broken one? Yeah, this is the broken one. Hold on, let me cover this back up just in case little pieces fall. Okay, so like you can't tell looking at it right now because of the way that it broke very cleanly, okay? But I had it attached under the table like this, and then he bumped into this part with his thick skull and just cracked it, okay? Like broke it. So if I take this up, there we go. See, there's like it has like a mesh. You can kind of see that there's a back and forth mesh in it. And so you can see that there's layers in it. So the way that I have to glue it is a little bit tricky, but it was a clean enough break that I can just glue it back together and it should be fine. And then I'll be able to tape it around here to keep it stable while it dries. And it should fit back together pretty seamlessly. Like you won't even be able to tell where it was broken once I glue it back together. Yeah, that's Beans for you. He just felt like he needed to run through and bash his head on things. So I think what I'm going to have to do is not put it on the front of the table. I may have to start working my canvases backwards and start from the top and go to the bottom or flip it around or something. Cause yeah, he, if I put it back where it was, he's just going to break it again. So not much point in that. You know what I mean? Goofy dog. Listen, he does his best with his big old thick dome. He doesn't mean nothing by it. He's got a big thick head. There was somebody riding a bike earlier when I was walking him and minding my business, whatever. And Beans is kind of reactionary to people on bikes, but the guy was walking his bike at this point. So Beans was just sort of like looking at him funny, whatever. And he goes, "Whoa, what kind of dog is that?" And I told him, it's Great Pyrenees, whatever. And he goes, "Oh, wow, that's a beautiful dog." And I was like, "Yeah, he doesn't really love bikes. So if he barks at you, I apologize." And he's like, "Oh, man, you got another one of those?" I'm like for what? For sale? He's like, "Yeah, you got another one of those?" I was like, "No, this is the one that I have." Like, what do you think? I'm going to sell you my dog? Sometimes when he's naughty, I think about selling him, but I could never. I'd just as soon sell one of my children's. Uh, it looks tragic. Yeah. Use a lot of glue. Yeah, I have like Gorilla Glue. Uh you gave me back my Gorilla Glue, Ray? You did, never mind. Yeah, I have a Gorilla Glue pen and it dries white, but it works really well like tacky glue or whatever. It's like super glue, but not. Um, but it works with plastics. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and use is some Gorilla Glue and see how it goes. I think it should be fine. E6000. I mean, that's about the same. That's basically the same as E6000. Not far from it. Same principle, pretty sure. Because I've used that on a lot of different types of surfaces and it seems to work really well on all of them. Except for like fingernails. I wouldn't put it on fingernails, but everything else seems to be all right. And then I was going to tape around it just to kind of keep it stable until it dries and whatever. That one I don't think expands. Not to my experience anyways. Because I've used it on like resins and concrete. Not concrete, but like concrete. The wing came off of something and I glued it back on and it didn't expand for that in particular. But we'll see. If nothing else, I'll just tape it. I'm sure taping it would work too because of where it broke. It would probably hold with just like duct tape. I was like, dang it. I had this all of 10 minutes and you had to bust your head on it. Thanks, Beans. This is why I can't have nice things. Because Beans breaks things with his head. Pain in the booty. Booty, booty. But yeah, so I think it would be all right to make Oleander a third whip since I don't have anything else going. I was just trying to kind of keep the decks clear for the remainder of this year, like not start too many new things. And that one, I think, at least until closer to the end of January, I'm more or less going to have Oleander for the live streams. I would still work on this one and then Crystal, because I would like to finish her inside of the winter season. I don't think it's going to be too hard to do because she's what, halfway done now? Just about halfway done. Contact activated glue, the glue that fills the gaps between the infill might not harden. Possibly. Speaking of glue, what do you use to make the surface more sticky? Chris, travel with Chris. I use alcohol. This is 90% isopropyl alcohol. So if I was working with a DAC or even this, if I needed to, I spray the surface really well. So if it's a section, right, you would take off the plastic of the section that you're going to do it on, spray it down really liberally. Like you don't have to go easy on it. You can go pretty ham on the alcohol, but use it in a spray bottle. Spray the section down. Then I take it and I cover it back over with the plastic so that it spreads it out. And just kind of like do this number. Yeah, it's going to get into this section up in here, or it might go down into the section that you've already got done where the diamonds are. It's not going to hurt anything. You could, if you wanted to, like take a paper towel or something and like take the excess off of the diamonds down here, like just kind of soak it up a little bit, but it's not going to like make them fall off or anything like that. But what happens is then I uncover it again after I sprayed it and whatever. I uncover it and like sort of wave my hand over it and let it air dry. You're gonna want to let it air dry for a good, I don't know, like probably 5 minutes. You can touch it with your finger and you'll feel it get tackier. It'll actually feel tackier. Like this is really tacky compared to a Diamond Art Club, because like a Diamond Art Club right now, I could take it and like rub my finger across the top of it and not like stick down. Whereas this is really tacky glue. That's kind of how you want it to feel, is like you're making pop sounds with your finger. But if you're sticking down diamonds and they're not sticking after you've done that, it's not still set up yet. You got to let it finish setting up. If they're sliding around or moving or not sticking, you got to let it just sit a little bit longer and continue to air dry. If the problem that you're having is that your drills are sliding, it's because the glue is not cured. It means it's got to sit there and air dry for a little bit longer. But it kind of depends on what kind of glue issues that you're having. I've gotten some things like a pencil caddy to diamond paint and the surface was barely sticky. Oh no. So the other thing that you can do is get yourself some actual like dot stick. This sort of stuff you can pick up at the craft store, or Diamond Art Club sells some of this, like not this brand, but this type of stuff. And you can actually apply your own glue, or you can get a roll of double-sided tape. Mine, hold on. Here we go. You can get yourself some clear double-sided tape. You can either get a really big, like 2-inch wide roll like this, or they do actually have, they're They're like you can usually find them when it's time to do gift wrapping and stuff like that. So Christmas is a good time to look for it. But it's like essentially it looks like a whiteout thing, but it's double-sided tape. And you can use those too. Like if you're doing some sort of a small wooden project or coasters or something like that, you can try any one of those will work. Just depends on what you think will work best on the project that you're working on. But if it's a canvas, use alcohol. If it's a project like, uh, posters or keychains or that sort of thing, highly recommend getting either the double-sided tape or your own dot stick to put on there. Those work really well. Now that I kind of better understand what you're asking. Not a problem. The double-sided tape, I think I picked up on Amazon for like, I don't know, $4, something like that. It wasn't very expensive. The dot stick, I think that one was $4.99. I don't know what Diamond Art Club charges for it. Probably more expensive. But you can probably find dot stick on Amazon also for really cheap. There are some like not not name brand brands that work just as well. Kind of depends on how fancy you want to get, I suppose. The whiteout double sticky you can typically find in craft section with scrapbooking. Yeah. If not, like on Amazon, depending on where you like to shop. If you like to shop in craft stores or online, I'm the kind of person, I don't know. When I started diamond painting, everything that I purchased was stuff that I could see, like things at the craft store. I didn't do a lot of online shopping just because, especially with diamond painting, it was so like hit and miss whether or not you were going to get something that was decent. I mean, it's still hit and miss in the craft store too, but typically if it was like diamond dots rounds, they were fine. But yeah, I just like to see what I'm purchasing. Didn't really start buying things online until fairly recently. And usually even with those, it's like now they're from small shops that I've got some kind of an idea of what their products look like when they're done. Art Dot, yes. Art Dot also has glue, as does like Picmondu if you're in Europe, although they ship anywhere. What are you rowing about? Oh, fancy. Oh, hey, it's after 9:30. I didn't even notice. All right. Well then, look at me going overtime. Well, I'm going to get out of here. It's the last live until after the holidays, you guys. I'm going to be going and hanging out in the Discord. So if people want to go and hang out and join me in the Discord, please do so. Otherwise, if I don't see you guys or talk to you before Christmas, or whatever it is that you celebrate, please make sure that you have a safe and happy holiday, that you do the things that make you happy, even if that is not hanging out with your family. Because I know sometimes, like for me especially, like my immediate family, I'm not running to go hang out with those people. So if keeping your sanity means hanging out with not your family and your friends instead, then do that. But however it is that you celebrate, I hope that you do have a safe and wonderful Christmas or Yule or um, Kwanzaa or Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I just hope that you have a wonderful time. Keep it, keep it cute, keep it kind, all the things. Have a really Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Um, and well, I'll see you before the new year, right? Because Saturday is, what's the date on Saturday? That's the 30th, the day before New Year's, I think. Right? Right? 27th. Yeah, look at you knowing stuff. Knowing things. Yeah, Saturday the 27th. So I'll see you before the year is out. I will see you again for prizes and fun times, but if not, I'll chat with you on Discord or Facebook, wherever. I'll see you in the places, the huge. We'll do the thing, yes. But New Year's is also Thursday. Oh, well, good. Then I don't got to worry about that. So Thursday for Christmas, Thursday for New Year's. No lives. That works out wonderfully. All right, but I'm gonna get out of here. As ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world of ours, that you are having a glorious holiday season in the morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, guys, I shall see you again.